4, 3, 2, and 1. Our problem is Jada is having a barbecue with her family. Her mom bought 8 hot dogs, 7 hamburgers, and 5 veggie burgers. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I highlight those numbers so I know how many of each I have. Because I also know, my question is, how many hot dogs, hamburgers, and veggie buns did Jada's mom buy in all? So what is the question asking us to do? What type of problem is this? Raise your hand. What type of problem is this? Caitlin? Not missing out. And are we missing anything? Do we have the whole number? We don't have the total. So what type of problem is it? Table 2. What type of problem is it? If we don't have the total and it's asking us for the total, what type of problem is it?
Comparing.
Not comparing. We're not comparing anything. We want the total. So this is just an addition problem. This is a 3 added. Added is the part of the parts that we're adding together. A 3 added addition problem. So, someone raise your hand and tell me my equation. What's my equation going to be? Dylan? So 8 plus 7 plus 5. And then do we know the total?
No.
Yet? We don't know the total yet. So I'm going to put that box. That's good that you do because I gave you some time to solve it. But hold on. So let's look at this. Have we seen stuff like this yet before?
No.
We've seen stuff similar. But I'm just not quite sure how to solve this. Anyone have any ideas? Raise your hand and see if you can tell me how you solved this. Hadley. Now I don't want the answer, I want the how you solved it. Did you break up any of the numbers to make this problem easier?
3
Hey, Mason.
7 plus 5.
Okay, you solved 7 plus 5 first? So how did you solve 7 plus 8 first? I need everyone's eyes to be turned around and facing me. I'm talking now, so you're not working anymore. You're watching up here. So did you add them all together?
Yeah.
Okay. So take a look up here. What has been our trick? We've been looking for the highest number and then breaking up the lowest. So what's our we have 3 numbers now. What's the lowest number? What's the lowest number? Lily?
5.
5. What's the highest number? What's the highest number? Caitlin? 8. So what's 8's friendly number? Raise your hand. What's 8's friendly number? Sylvia?
7.
Not 7. Evelyn?
2.
2. If I'm taking that from 5, how many do I have left over from 5? How many do I have left over? Kinsley? 3. So I'm going to put this 2 with the 8, and I still have 7 and 3. So my new problem is 10 plus 7 plus 3 equals blank. I still have 3 numbers. So I'm going to ignore my 10 and look at the 2 other numbers. What do I notice? What do I notice about 7 and 3? What do I notice, Evelyn?
They're friendly
friendly numbers too. So I'm going to circle them. I'm going to say, okay, now my new problem is 10 plus 10. We know our doubles facts. What is 10 plus 10? Lily.
20. You're all 20.
Did everyone understand how I did that? I broke it up. I started with the highest and the lowest, and then I continued to combine. So, another way we could do this let's see. I could probably use a doubles fact if I wanted to.
A double fact.
Does anyone?
Double fact can you do?
8 plus 7 plus 5. Do I have any doubles
Yeah?
right now?
No.
I don't have any doubles right now, but what could I do to try to get a double? What could I do to try to get a double? Mason?
Grab 3 and the 7, put in the 5, 7, 5, 8 plus 8.
Okay, so you want to grab 3 from the 7?
Yay!
And then what do I have left over here?
You grab 4.
Okay, so he says he wants to grab 3 and put it into the 5. Oops,
To make it 8.
To make 8. Oops. So he wants to make 8. So right now I have 8 plus 8 plus, what do I have left over?
4.
4. What's 8 plus 8?
16.
16 plus 4 equals? The same problem.
16 plus 20.
20. Look, we've got our friendly numbers here. We know it's going to be a 10. So, we can look for tens, we can look for doubles. There's lots of different ways we can solve this problem. So,
I can hear do.
the next few problems, when you turn the page, or on the next page where it says 20.2, you're going to see some more problems. I'll read them, and I want you to try to solve it without having to count all the dots. I want you to try to solve it using a method, trying to find 10 or trying to find a double, or trying to find an easier way to solve it. You can use your 10 frames, you can use drawings, but I want you to find a way that's not just counting up. Okay,